loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren. I just feel like lately I've been very called upon to make this video, and I usually don't make videos like this, but I just feel like I've been getting signs from God and the universe and people in my life, friends, family, just kind of telling me to share this knowledge that I have, that I've been learning for the past few years, and so that's just what I want to do. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So today I want to talk about healing. Healing is the single most important thing that I feel humans need to go through, need to experience in life. I feel like so many people don't understand the seriousness of healing and how important and detrimental it is to your happiness, to your peace, to your sanity. And I feel like a lot of people don't know that they need to heal. It can be hard to know that about yourself, especially if you've been in abusive situations. If you're in an abusive situation right now, if you're in a toxic situation, it can be extremely hard to even identify that you have some healing to do. And not even some, like, you need to start from the very bottom up. I'm talking about childhood trauma. I'm talking about abuse within a relationship. I'm talking about trauma as an adult, as a woman, as a man. Any type of trauma or darkness that you've been through, we all need healing. People think that it's normal just to go, through your day-to-day and just feel so lifeless, like feel so empty, feel numb, just have no excitement for life. That's not normal, and I feel like people normalize that, especially when you're younger. I would say, like, when you're around like 13 years old, that's when it starts. Like, you start going to school and just going through the days, going through each day just feeling kind of miserable, kind of empty, kind of numb. You don't like the people you hang out with. You feel just all this negative energy, whatever the case may be. A lot of people need to heal and they don't even know that. And so that's the first thing that I'll say. The other thing that I'll say is a lot of people know that they need to heal and they just ignore that. I'm just gonna say, and I'm just gonna let you know, if you think that you can go your entire life without healing and continuing to not acknowledge the emotions that you're having and the feelings that you're having, just continuing to ignore them, I'm telling you, I don't care who you are, you cannot go on forever. You cannot live your life for the full amount that you're supposed to live it unhealed. It's not possible. At some point, you will crush and you will hit rock bottom. Like I said, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you think you are the most nonchalant person on this earth. I don't care. You will hit rock bottom if you continue to ignore the fact that you need to heal. Sometimes hitting rock bottom is very good. Sometimes that's very necessary, and that's what it takes. Like I said, if you're in, it's situational. If you're in certain situations, you don't even know how badly you're hurting, how badly you need to heal. So sometimes hitting rock bottom just needs to happen. For my visual learners, my auditory learners, my relational learners, my abstract thinkers, I'm gonna share this analogy with you guys. So I was on a walk one day by myself and just talking to myself and talking to God, and in my head an analogy popped up, and it was kind of, it wasn't like a clear like sentence. It was just kind of like, not healing properly is like sticking a band-aid on a wound that needs to be treated. If you have a cut on your hand, okay, it's a very, very, very deep cut. It's a very, very, very bad cut. And you rinse some water on it and stick a band-aid on it. What's gonna happen? It's most likely going to get very infected, and then it'll really start getting ugly. There can be bacteria entered into your bloodstream. Like, body could get sick, you could get a fever, you could die because you decided to put a band-aid on a wound that needed to be healed properly, that needed to be tended to properly. It's the same thing when it comes to your heart and when it comes to your emotional healing journey. If you are heartbroken and you are hurt from whatever it is that you're hurt from, if it's a relationship, with a boyfriend, if it's an ex-boyfriend, if it's family members, if it's childhood trauma, you are hurt, okay? You have a wound and you need to heal it properly. And if you put a band-aid on it, what's going to happen? That band-aid's not doing anything. That band-aid literally serves no purpose other than, let me just slap this band-aid on here so my brain thinks it's doing something. No, it's not doing anything. It's actually making it worse by just letting it just sit there and get worse. A personal story, actually, I had an infection a few years back, and I thought that I could just let this infection, I thought the infection would go away on its own. You know, like if I just drink water and eat healthy, like it'll go away. You know, that infection started to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And my mom kept telling me, Lauren, you need to go get medicine. You know, you need to go get antibiotics. And I was like, no, Mom, it's fine. Like, I heard that it can go away on its own. You know, I don't want to, like, have to get antibiotics, whatever. A week later, I was in the hospital with sepsis. The infection literally took over, literally spread to my kidney and infected my bloodstream. And I got sepsis, and I was in the hospital. And I literally got a surgery. It happened so quickly from a little ass infection. But because I let it sit like that, because I didn't do anything about it, because I didn't heal it properly, it literally could have killed me. It literally started to eat my body. It literally started to take over my body. And if I wouldn't have done anything about it, it would have killed me. A wound that needs to be treated, that needs more attention than that needs to be treated way more seriously, that needs to be taken way more seriously. You know, you can't just put a band-aid, you can't just put a band-aid on certain things, and that goes for healing. Just like my situation, you know, not necessarily a band-aid, but even if you have a deep cut, you don't ignore those things. You don't put those things off, because they will ultimately take over your body and kill you. And so why do people think that that's not the same thing when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your mental? It's the exact same thing. And you don't realize that. Every single part of humans operates the same. Your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, all resemble each other, and they all operate the same. You have to treat them the same. And that's how God intended for things to be. You know, every single part of the human body connects in some way, shape, or form. The soul, the spirit, the mind, the body, it's all the same. You have to treat it the same. Just because you can literally see and feel that you have a bad cut, and you know what, this is not looking good, this is bleeding, I need to do something about this. That's the same mindset that you should be having for your mental and for your emotions. This is not looking good, I need to do something about it, because if I don't, it's going to get very ugly very fast. I neglected my infection, okay, like many of you guys are neglecting your healing, okay? And it got so bad to the point where it literally spread throughout my body, and I had to go to the hospital and I had to get a surgery. I was left with a huge scar. I was left with a huge scar that I will have for the rest of my life. All because I decided not to take action when I should have. I would have never had to get surgery. That wouldn't have cost tens of thousands of dollars to get a surgery that I didn't even need if I would have just took it seriously. It's that simple. And you know what? You can avoid healing something that needs to be healed as long as you want, as long as you can, as long as you think you can. But your time will come. You're gonna put a band-aid on something that needs stitches. The band-aid's not gonna do shit. It's gonna get infected. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna feel worse. And in the end, you're still gonna have to get the stitches. So why not get them right then and there? Why not heal yourself right now? Why not start healing yourself right now? Why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? You know that you need to heal. You know that you're unhappy. So what are you waiting for? You don't have to hit rock bottom. I know a lot of people are addicted to that chaos and they feel like they need to hit rock bottom. That works for some people, but you can't go your entire life without healing yourself. My love, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You will be forced to heal yourself one way or another, or you won't make it. You won't. If I decided not to heal my infection, I would have died. If you decide not to heal your heart, you will feel dead inside for the rest of your life. And you don't want to feel that way. You wouldn't push off if there was a huge gash right here oozing blood. You would not push that off. You wouldn't be like, let me deal with it later. Let me hang out with my friends. Let me go drinking. No. You would literally say, what the hell is this? This needs to be dealt with now. So deal with this now. Deal with your emotions now. Heal your heart now. You get what I'm saying? If you don't heal this, it's the same thing. Things are going to get worse. You're going to feel worse. You're going to hate your life and you're going to be miserable. Enough with the Band-Aids. The Band-Aids aren't going to do it anymore, okay? I hope that analogy made sense. It definitely made sense in my head when I thought about it. I could have reworded it. Maybe I'll reword it later. I don't know. That's all I have to say now. So what does healing look like? I guess I'll start off with it's emotional healing, okay? Number one, you have to embrace the pain. Not run away from the pain, avoid the pain, be afraid of the pain. You have to embrace it. And if you are avoiding it and you don't know what embracing it looks like or feels like, then I'll tell you. When you embrace your pain, you are accepting and processing difficult emotions. Anger, sadness, anxiety, depression. All very, very difficult things to do. But there is so much beauty in pain. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people can't even resonate with that. But that is a fact. There was so much beauty in pain because with the pain comes so much light and so much growth, so much personal growth, so much love, and so much peace every time. I think that's your first step, is just embracing the pain. And it's seriously, it's a very difficult thing and it can look different for everybody. But if you're in a fucked up situation right now, embracing the pain is first acknowledging it. That is number one. So many people will not acknowledge the pain that they're holding, the pain that they're enduring, that whatever they're going through. You not acknowledging it is literally reinforcing it and continuing to make you feel worse. If you have a toxic family, if you're in an abusive situation, if you're not happy with the friends you have, if you're not happy with your life, and you just ignore it and just keep going throughout your day, you are literally setting yourself up. So step one is really acknowledging it. Like, just take a minute. Think about your life. Think about your environment. Think about who you're around. Think about if you're happy, if you're present, if you're intentional, if how people make you feel, what your day-to-day looks like, what your routine looks like. Are you really intentionally happy? Are you really happy with your life right now? Are you really happy with your mental state? Are you happy with your environment? Are you happy with your friends, your family? Are you happy with yourself? And if you're not, then that's step one. So we got it. You acknowledged it. No, I'm not happy right now, honestly. And I haven't even given myself the time to think about that. But really, no, I'm not happy. I just feel really drained. I don't like school. I don't like what I'm studying. Or I don't like this group of friends. They don't make me feel good. Or my parents really stress me out. Whatever the case may be, I'm not happy with myself. Acknowledge it. Very easy, very simple. That's all I'm asking you to do. Step two is where we start to take action. The most important part. Well, they're all important, okay? But the action is what's going to get you out of this disgusting, awful place. It's what's going to get you out of this hole and into the promised land. One thing that I always say to everybody is everybody needs therapy. Some way, shape, or form. Everybody needs therapy. Therapy is very life-changing. You know, if you meet the right therapist and you guys really have a good connection, therapy is very life-changing. And I think that everybody could use it. And I think everybody needs it. And I think it makes everybody a better person. Besides therapy and anybody that you'll get advice from, even me, even the best of the best, you have to really be present here. You have to be intentional about wanting to get better, about wanting to heal, or it's not going to happen. So although a therapist is nice, having people to talk to is nice, having the internet to look up, you know, advice and watch people on YouTube, it's nice, but if you don't change your mindset to you want to heal, then you're not going to. Some things that I do that really help me heal, I journal a lot. I journal multiple times a day. I've always been a writer since I was a little kid. I journal, I talk to myself, I have a therapist, I meditate, I repeat affirmations. There's a lot that I want to get into with that, but maybe I'll make that a separate video, you know, kind of about like how you are really in control of your emotions. You really always are. You can master that, master your emotions and your mindset. And when you do, your life changes because you really start attracting magical things into your life. Like, you really do. And it's all about your brain. It's all about your mindset. It's all about what you're feeding yourself, what you're telling yourself. Like, if I split myself into two versions, there's two versions of me, and we both go through the same things. We both got in a car accident. We just got this brand new car, and somebody hit it. This version of me would go on about my day, complaining, feeling negative. Why me? Why did this happen? F everybody. And you know what? I'm going to continue to feel shitty. I'm going to continue to feel bad. You know what? That doesn't change the fact that my car is totaled and that's it. And I just feel even more upset. And now this version of me is like, you know what? I'm just happy that I made it out. I'm happy that I'm alive. I'm happy that nobody was hurt. And you know, just like that, my focus is off the car and now it's on to better things, happier things, and then I'll start to attract happier things. That's a whole nother conversation about how you can literally attract whatever you want. That's a whole nother conversation for another time. This is about healing, so let me not get carried away. And this is my first YouTube video, so this is not very structured, and I'm really trying my best to talk about healing only, although there's so much that I want to talk about. So if I get a little sidetracked, my bad. An important part of your emotional healing is setting boundaries and letting go. Those two things are so important. People do not have your best interest. They don't. Even family sometimes cannot have your best interest. And I'm not saying nobody has your best interest, but these people that are hurting you, these people that have abused you, you cannot heal while being around these people, indulging in these toxic activities, engaging with these toxic people, with these abusive people. No. You're not going to heal when you're around that. So you really need to set clear boundaries with people that you know are triggering you, that are putting you deeper into this hole that you have to eventually get out of. Boundaries, okay? That doesn't mean block everybody, but really, 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 really pay attention to the people that really don't make you feel good. You know in your heart, you know in your mind, you know your body will tell you whether or not you want to be around somebody, whether or not you want to be around a group of people, whether or not you want to talk to this person, hang out with this person. Your energy will leave your body. You will feel depleted if you're around someone that you are not meant to be around, okay? So please pay attention to that and set very clear boundaries. That means calling them a little bit less, texting them a little bit less, saying no to hanging out every single day, spending more time alone. Do it. Do it, because those people are vampires and they are sucking the life and the energy out of you, which is pushing you further away from your goal, which is making it harder for you to heal. Now, letting go. This is a hard one, okay? Because humans naturally just cling on to any and everything. Fun fact, when you're clinging on to something, you are telling the universe and you're telling yourself that you don't have that thing, because you don't need to cling on to something that you already have, that you confidently have, that you full-heartedly believe that you have. These people that you guys are attached to, these things, these emotions, there's so many things that us as humans can be attached to. Please let it go. Please, 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 please let it go, because it is holding you back. If you are staying in a relationship that you hate, that's making you feel awful, let it go. If you are friends with people that talk about you, that you know are fake to you, that make you feel bad, that you don't like to be around, let them go. You want to start making TikToks in the gym, but you're scared of what people are going to think, let that go. Let that fear go. Let as much go as possible. The last thing when it comes to emotionally healing and investing in yourself is being around people that really love you and that really care about you. And I can't stress this enough. People want to see you fail. Trust me. They do. People closest to you. So, like I said earlier, your mind, your body, your soul, and your heart know who those people are. If you feel like you cannot be yourself in front of these people, they're not your people. They're not the people that you're going to want to surround yourself with during this very, very vulnerable time of healing. And even if, that's family, you might love your mom and dad to death, but if they're not those people that are going to help you heal, that's okay. You still love them the same, but you gotta kind of take a few steps back and really surround yourself with those people that are going to help you and boost you up and lift you up while you're healing. For me, that's, my mom, my therapist, it's a lot of people, honestly. My best friends, there's a lot, and there used to not be. I used to feel very alone, like I didn't have anybody, and I would say that self-isolation, it can be healthy as well. Now that's a completely different topic that we'll have to go over, but if it's not your family, then build that community. Go out and start meeting people. Your heart will tell you when a connection is genuine and somebody really cares about you. And so I would just stress to be around people that are loving, that are caring, that are kind. And another thing is, during this moment, you are very, 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 very vulnerable. Do not be around people that you don't want to be like, okay? I can't stress this enough. If you're going through this healing journey right now and you're around people that smoke every day, that drink every day, that party every day, they're having fun, cool. But is that what you want to be like? Is that your idea of fun? Because you will just become them. And that's not healing. This is like an example, like a real world example that I've experienced, that I've had to talk to somebody about. Like, you're going through this healing journey right now, and your parents are the only people that you're talking to about, what you're going through, and they're not really helping you. I can see that. They're just giving you their own advice, and it's pretty much just, oh, it's just a phase, because they're not even mentally capable to even relate to you. They're not that emotionally intelligent. I will make a video about emotional intelligence as well, and how so many people just don't have it. And so the situation was like, the dad was cheating on the mom very, very badly. Very sad situation, and the mom is very miserable and unhappy and just kind of endures it. They're both very unhappy, obviously, and I was telling this person, why do you think that this should be your support system while you're healing? Do you see that they figured it out? Obviously not. They're grown adults, married with kids, and they still haven't figured it out. So I'm not understanding why that's who you're wanting to go to for advice and for support. As much as they love you, they can't help you. They can't. You have to be smart with who you are around and who you're seeking counsel from and who you're seeking advice from. Just who you're with during this phase, because you will take after them. You are who you hang around. I don't care if it's family. If you see somebody that's toxic, even your parents, don't go to them for that support. Don't do it. They can't even support themselves. They can't even be there for themselves. They haven't even figured their own shit out yet. So what makes you think that they're going to help you? And after they're done helping you, you're going to be in a good situation. You're going to be healed. They're not even healed. Well, they're not even capable of healing themselves. So why would they be capable of helping you heal? You get what I'm saying? It's not just about surrounding yourself with people that love you. Obviously, that's very important, but also about surrounding yourself with people that you want to be like, people that you look up to. Those are the types of people that will really help you, okay? It's not always going to be your core group. It's not always going to be your bestie since first grade. It's not always going to be your mom. It's not always going to be your dad. It could be someone that you never thought you were going to be that close with. It could be someone else's parent. It could be anybody. But don't think that because these are the people that you hang around every single day and that are closest to you and that are in your circle, that this is the people that you need to go through this healing journey with. No, you don't. You don't need to. Go talk to a therapist. Go talk to someone random on the street who doesn't know you, who isn't biased. You know what I'm saying? Someone that you are like, damn, I really like their lifestyle. Damn, they really seem happy. Damn, they really seem authentic and healed and just mesmerizing, and they just look so great. They look like they feel great. They look great. Go gravitate towards that, okay? Especially during this journey, because if you don't, you're gonna screw yourself over. Okay, the next type of healing is going to be that physical healing, okay? Fitness is so important. Exercising is so important. When you're feeling these emotions and you're feeling drained and you're feeling just so unhealed, and there's just so much stagnant energy all in your body, and you need a way to release that. Crying is actually a very good way to release that. But if you're all cried out, you know, like, that will definitely be a phase when you literally cannot cry anymore. You need to go and work out. Okay, and working out can look different for anybody, everybody. You can go to a Pilates class, you can lift weights if you're into lifting weights. You can go on a walk. You can go on a little walk. You can do some push-ups in your room. Working out is so good for you, and it's so good for your healing journey. Like, you will feel good, you will look good. Nothing could go wrong. Literally nothing could go wrong. Nothing negative comes out of working out, ever. Like, and you don't have to vigorously work out every single day of every single, no, you don't have to do that. Like, you can literally go on a walk once or twice a week. If that's, you know, start with the small things. Like, today I'm going to get up and I'm going to go outside and I'm going to get some sun and I'm going to walk a little bit. Okay, cool. That's great. And that's helping you. That's really helping you. Okay. And I know it's the last thing that anybody wants to hear. Go work out, go work out. It is literally healing you. It is. It's a fact. It's healing your body. It's healing your mind, it's healing your soul, and you're gonna look good. So go do it. Well, go do it, you know? It's like when you're depressed and you're sitting in your room and, you know, you're going through a breakup, you're like, I don't want to fucking work out. Yes, you do. Trust me, you do. Maybe you don't, but you're not gonna feel bad after you do. Just doing something little, even if it's little, every single day will change your life, okay? I can't explain it as much as you can feel it, so just go and try and do it. Seriously. If you want to go call someone, be like, hey, let's go on a walk together. I remember I was at a point, and I love working out. I was at a point where I was so broken that I could not even step foot outside. And that's so unlike me. Like, I love outdoors. I love walking. I love running. I love weightlifting. I love all of that. And I was in such a bad place. I literally couldn't get up out of my room, out of my bed, and go outside. I couldn't even step foot outside. I couldn't do it. I was so hurt. It was hurting so bad, like I literally couldn't even go outside. So trust me, when you guys say it hurts, I know it hurts. But if I could give one piece of advice to someone that's going through their healing journey, someone that's hurting really badly, go and work out. Go outside and go on a walk. And it's way easier said than done. Trust me, I know. And I don't want to say just like force yourself to do it, because sometimes you need those days where you're just sitting in bed doing nothing. But also, from somebody that's been through the worst of the worst, it does really help. It really does. So give that a try. Rest and recovery is very important. Sleeping, getting a lot of sleep is very important. Getting too much sleep, watch out for that as well, because, you know, I have this thing when I have a lot of anxiety, I literally just, my body just keeps forcing me to go to sleep, and it does not like let me, like, I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just have so much anxiety, and then I'll literally put myself back to sleep. So watch out for too much sleep. But, you know, sleep is so important. You know, too much of anything is bad, but just making sure that you're really getting a full night's rest of sleep will naturally make you feel better. What you eat, very important one. And I know when you're going through this time, oh baby, it's hard. It's all you want to do is either stuff your face with McDonald's or not eat at all. And me personally, I struggle with just every time I go through really tough times, I develop this eating disorder, and I cannot eat. I cannot do anything. And it's really awful, and I know it's really hard to control, and I'm not, you know, an expert when it comes to that. I know people that have been through those types of things, and I know how serious it can be. My best piece of advice when it comes to that is to really try to put it into a perspective. Like, whether you're overeating or whether you're undereating, you are just slowly killing yourself. Please remember how important it is to eat correctly. You know, in the beginning phases, you don't need to be worrying about what you're eating. Like, if you can't swallow anything, like you can't literally eat anything, which is what I went through, drink water, maybe a little piece of fruit here and there, you know, one thing at a time. It's really progressive. And like I said, I'm not an expert, so I don't want to, you know, give advice that isn't correct. I know a little bit about binge eating and just about not eating at all, but I don't really want to get too into that because it's not my expertise. But once you do get through a phase though where you have enough energy to really like pay attention to what you eat, I say go holistic all the way. That's a whole nother thing because I'm very holistic. That's a fun fact about me. Gonna get the eggs straight from the chicken's butt. Obviously it doesn't come from the butt. Whatever. Get the milk straight from the udder. Get the vegetables straight from the plant, straight from the ground. That's the type of girl I am. And that could be a bit extreme for people. That could literally be like very like unrealistic for some people as well. But being holistic has really, really, really changed my life for the better. The overall message here is what you're eating matters as well, and what you're putting into your body matters. So right now you're pretty susceptible to substance abuse, and I've just seen so much substance abuse around me, and it really, really hurts my heart how much this can change people's life and how much this can make or break people. It hits really close to home. You know, alcoholism, being addicted to anything is just very awful, and it really, really does stray you away from your healing journey more than anything does. Because when you're trying to escape reality, you already know what I'm gonna say. You're just furthering yourself from starting your healing journey or being actually healed. You know, some people will go through a whole healing journey, but you've been going out and drinking every single night and smoking every other day. Maybe in that reality you're healing, but in this one you're not. Stay away from the substances. Obviously that's easier said than done, because you know, if your shitty ex-boyfriend just broke up with you want to go and get a drink with your ghost, you know. But I just think it's very important to try to stay as sober as possible during this vulnerable healing journey. And honestly, you will progress in your healing journey way quicker when you're sober, when you're in your right mind. That's just from personal experience. Now for my favorite part. This part gets really juicy, really interesting. Spiritual healing. Spiritual healing is the answer to all of your questions. It plays into your mindset, and mindset really ties into everything. If you're really going through it and then you got put into a trance, like you were hypnotized, and then they were like, your life is completely fine, you're very happy, you're rich, you're wealthy, you are peaceful, then you literally think that, and then you would go on about your day thinking that, not even feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel shitty, I'm hurt. Like, you would literally be a completely different person, all because of your mindset, all because you were hypnotized. Right now I do a lot of different therapies, but right now I'm doing like hypnosis therapy. All that is just tapping into your subconscious mind. So when you realize that you already have all the answers right here, like, that just shows you how powerful that you are, and how you can dictate your life. You can control how you feel, how you act, how you go on about your day, how you live. It literally be so delusional. Really what hypnosis is. It's literally telling you something. It's literally just changing your mindset, shifting your mindset. That's why the spiritually healing, game changer. Game changer. First and foremost, your connection to God. Very, very, very important. Obviously, everyone has different religions, different beliefs, but just understand that when you allow God into your life, and when you use God as an outlet, and when you talk to God every single day, you will succeed, because God has set you up to succeed. When you are just honestly hating yourself, not loving yourself, you're going against what God wants, and you're literally putting a gap between y'all's relationship. When you just speak to God, talk to him like a friend, whatever, you know, doesn't mean you have to go to church every day at all. God, yourself, and the universe, they're all hand in hand. They all work together. Always, 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 always have God in your life, because he will answer all the questions that you want answered. You can ask him whatever you want to ask, and he will answer it. He will straight up tell you, God, do you think that I'm supposed to have this person in my life? He'll show you. Through that person's actions, through a quote in a book, through a message somewhere. Talk to God. He will tell you exactly what is right for you and what is wrong for you. And he will give you that strength to keep going. Because guess what? Motivation runs out. Discipline runs out. The strength is what really holds you together. And you get that from God. Okay? You're not going to always get it from yourself. Okay? You're not going to always get it from the earthly beings and the people around you, okay? It's a spiritual thing, and it's important to establish that connection and strengthen it. Now we're going to talk about your energy, your vibrations, and your subconscious, and affirmations. Okay, these are all very spiritual, and I will definitely be making a separate video on these things, because when I tell you it can get deep, it can go deep. But everything and everybody is energy, okay? This is energy, I'm energy, this air is energy, everything's energy, okay? And your feelings are energy, okay? So when you like walk in a room and you start talking to random people, and some people you're like, oh, I don't want to be around them, like they give bad vibes. Vibes is short for a vibration, okay? Energy is always vibrating. Sometimes there's a high frequency vibration, sometimes it's a low one. Energy is always vibrating. They're vibrating at a high frequency or a low one. And when you vibrate at a low frequency, you're going to start attracting low frequency things, like bad luck, bad people, you know what I mean? Bad feelings. And when you're vibrating high, you just attract so much abundance and good people. Like that's when those random things start happening. That's when those weird coincidences start happening. Like you've been thinking about your grandma all day, like, oh, she's just so cute, I want to hang out with her, like just thinking about her, and then boom, she texts you. Why? Because your energy is vibrating at a high frequency, and boom, you just attracted that message from your grandma. That's how it works. That's how the world works. It has to be very intentional, because trust me, I know it's not easy and it's not natural. And if you're very intentional just about being grateful and present for where you're at and how far you've come, you will attract whatever it is that you desire and everything that is meant for you. I swear to you, that's a fact. Someone stabbed you in the back, like, ugh. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy that they showed their true colors. I'm so grateful that they showed their true colors. That really saved me from further heartache. You will like, being grateful is literally vibrating at such a high frequency, and I promise you, you can literally get what like, you become so powerful when you're vibrating at a high frequency. You can literally attract whatever it is that you want. Like self-affirmations. When you, like, you know, you hear it all the time, look in the mirror and be like, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm powerful. That shit is real. That shit is real. And it's important. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am deserving of any love that I want, of all positive things, of every desire that I want. I'm deserving of it. If you say that to yourself every single day, you will... That's what you'll start to believe. That's who you'll become. And it sounds cliche, but baby, it's not. It's not. Manifestation is very real. Manifestation is so real. Like, sometimes it seems like so, like, magical, like, so, like, wow, like, I really do have a lot of power. And a lot of you have a lot of power, you don't even know it. You don't even know it. Whatever you set your mind to and really start to tell yourself, even if you don't believe it right now, you set your mind to it and start to tell yourself over and over and over again, and start aligning your actions with those beliefs, then it's yours. It's already yours. It's already yours. When you start changing your mindset and setting your behavior to match that, then you really start being present in that moment and in those feelings. And then you'll start feeling like, oh, I'm good. And then when you feel like you're good, then you will be good. And then you are good, and you attract more goodness. When you want to find love, you know, and you really start showing love to yourself, and you really start loving yourself and loving the people around you, then you are love. And then you start to attract love. When you're acting like what you want to attract, when you're doing what you want to attract, you will attract it. Promise. I'm just trying to, like, get that message out there that your mind is the most powerful thing on this planet. You can literally get whatever you want, whenever you want. If you switch your mindset and you stop playing the victim, stop with the why me, no. I'm grateful it was me. Thank God it was me. Now it's time for me to really thrive and shine, and you will. Overall, when it comes to healing, it is important that your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul are all aligned and all on the same page, that it's time for us to really take a stand and really begin to heal ourselves. Because if we don't, then we're going to be in this awful place forever, and that's not what we want. It's not what we want. okay? And remember to be patient with yourself during this time. During these times, show yourself compassion. Be gentle with yourself because it's a learning process and it's going to take time and it's going to take a lot of effort. Continue to love yourself to the best of your ability. Continue to love yourself. Continue to learn yourself. Continue to nurture yourself. And you will get through this. And you will be in that place that you want to be. The dreams that you have, the visions that you have for yourself, you can achieve all that you want. You can heal. It's very possible, even if it feels impossible. One thing at a time, one day at a time, hour at a time, 1 minute at a time, one little thing at a time. You will heal. You can do it. I believe in you. And I'm confident in that. I don't care who you are, what you've been through. Anybody can heal. Anybody can. Okay? So if you needed this, if you were seeing this and it was meant for you, if you needed a little push, if you wanted to leave a toxic relationship, if you wanted to find new friends, this is your message to do it. Love yourself. Begin to heal yourself. It's time to accept ourselves for who we are and begin to heal ourselves. And once you do that, all the amazing things that are meant for you come after that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you watched it, I'm a newbie at these types of videos, so I think I might be making more. I don't know. This is kind of just like a tester, just putting myself out there. I really do hope it helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye, loves.